when every child is born, there comes a time where every kid receives the talk. And the talk becomes, where does the child come from? Where do I come from? And this comes from a lecture from Manly P. Hall, where he speaks about the origin of the universe, where he speaks about how every person, every child, eventually has the question of where did I come from? Right? Where did I personally come from? And some adults give the child the conversation about the birds and the bees and all this, but the real answer is the child came from the parents in terms of that physical body, right? That physical body came from the parents. And then the question becomes, well, where did the parents come from? It came from their parents. And with tracing back to all the original ancestors, Manly P. Hall discusses the question of origin. Where did the first parents come from? Where did the first humans come from? And eventually, every person reaches a similar conclusion, that every life form or existence came from God. Right. And so he kind of explains that because of this, right, because everything comes from God and everything must have an origin that comes from God, he discusses the set of morals and principles that every human is inherently born with that also comes from God, right? Most people have the instinct that stealing is wrong. Stealing from an innocent person is wrong. Most people have the instinct where, doing something messed up to another person is wrong. Most people have the instinct where hurting someone's feelings is inherently wrong if the person is innocent, right? So you have this question of where did everything come from, an origin, which leads back to God. But you also have this question of where did morality, where did principles come from? You have to also make the assumption this comes from God as well. And that morals and ethics is not, it's not some made up concept. It is a concept intertwined with the universe, and it comes from God. This is something that everyone inherently knows. Humans and animal species, people inherently sense morals and ethics and what is the right thing to do at any particular time.
That's very true. Very true.